Hey guys, today we are going to be creating our portfolio for week one of your virtual classroom. This is something that if you've been in my classroom before, you kind of have an idea of what we've done in the past. If you've never done this before, then I'm going to walk you guys through the steps, okay? So what we're looking for is we're creating a folder or portfolio, a place that we're going to be able to put all of our artwork. This is one that we've worked on before, okay, in the classroom. Now, the most important thing that you put on your portfolio is going to be your name, okay? That way that you're going to know that it's yours and everything in that portfolio is going to be yours as well, okay? These are the stencils that I've used in the past. I don't expect you guys to have these kind of stencils just on hand, so we're going to go through and see what we can do, okay? So the very first step of creating our portfolio is choosing what kind of paper or material you're going to use to make your portfolio, okay? So this is a pretty big piece of paper. Once again, I don't necessarily expect you guys to have these big pieces of paper just laying around. So I've just went through and picked a few different things that we can be using. The very first thing is just this white sheet of paper. When you create your portfolio, you're going to want to just bring your edge of your paper all the way up to the other edge of your paper. Okay, just like that. And then you're going to slide your hand down, and then you're just going to fold to one side, press down to the other side, okay? Now that is going to create the actual folder itself, the little pocket that we're going to be able to put our artwork in. And so this is just using the white paper. Some other things that you could use, I found this piece of newspaper here. This could also be used as a portfolio. Okay, we'll worry about decorating it and adding our own style to it here in a second. Okay, so once again, I just take my corners of my paper, bring to the corner of my paper, go ahead, just like this. Slide my hand across here, and slide my hand across here. And once again, I've been able to create a pocket, okay? And the last thing that I chose, once again, is this is just a piece of construction paper that I had laying around the classroom. The same thing, I'm going to take my corner to here, okay? I'm sure you guys will be able to find some things just lying around the house. It doesn't have to be something that's, crazy or anything else like that. We're going to be able to add some personality to this ourselves, okay? So we have 3 different types of portfolios here using 3 different types of paper. And this is going to be able to hold our artwork. So here's some examples of some things that we've done in the classroom before. And then we're going to be able to put our artwork right into our portfolio. And that will be every time we do something every week, you guys can just continue to put your things in your portfolio so you have one place that you'll have all your artwork, okay? So the way that we're going to make sure that our stuff's not falling out the sides is that we need to secure it some way to make sure that when we tilt our things around, they're not going to fall off, okay? So you could use some different things. Once again, I could use a stapler. If you have one of those at home, go through here, add some staples just along the side here. And that's going to make sure that when you have your artwork in there, it's not going to fall out, okay? If you don't have scissors, you could also use tape, okay? The same thing. You just want to put a few pieces right here on the edge, wrap it around, just like that, okay? And that's going to secure that as well. Something else you can do, another example, is that I just had this piece of string I found here in the classroom as well. If there's a way that you can put holes in your paper, I have a paper punch or a hole punch here. You can use other things. Okay, put some little holes down my paper, and I can tie the string here to the first hole. Just like that. Tie it. And then all I have to do is I'm just going to weave it in my holes here. And what that's going to do is that's going to get real nice and tight. And then down here at the bottom, you can tie it off again. Okay. And what that's going to do is that's also going to secure it, and that's going to make sure, of course you want to cut the string off if you have some hanging off, but that's once again going to secure, and that's going to make sure that your artwork, when it's in there, is not going to fall out. So that way, when I put my things in here, I have a nice portfolio, and no matter which way I tilt it, my things aren't falling out. And then next week, if we're working on a project that might be 2 or 3 weeks long, you guys will have your area or your space that you're able to put your things in, and they not get lost in your house or in your room or anything else like that, okay? So when you're done creating your portfolio and finding a way to secure the sides, then it's your job to go in here, make sure you put your name. So I'm going to go ahead and let me just grab this right here. Okay, so I've wrote my name on there, and I'm going to go through now and start to add and draw and do whatever. If you want to add some of your drawing prompts onto it, you can do that. If you don't want to draw, there's another thing that you can do is I found some magazines here, and I might want to go in here and find some cool pictures of things, even if you want to use the newspaper again and find some cool examples or some, here's Garfield, some cool pictures over here, and you want to cut those out, and you could glue those onto your folder, onto your portfolio, whatever you would like to do, just to kind of make it more personalized, make it yours if you don't have a stencils. And that's really what we're going to do this week. That's all I'm looking for. It's just you guys are going to have your, setting up to get your artwork started for the school year. So go ahead and complete that portfolio. And thank you guys so much. I'm looking forward to our next week, okay? Thank you, guys.